Have you ever experienced a sudden, fleeting symptom, a momentary weakness, a slight slur in your speech, or a dizzy spell, and dismissed it as just aging? For many seniors, these subtle shifts can be alarming, yet often go unaddressed. But what if that senior moment was actually a critical warning sign? Today, we're diving deep into the crucial distinction between the natural process of aging and the insidious onset of a stroke. We'll introduce you to not just the well-known FAST test, but also a simple, comprehensive 2-minute test designed to help you or a loved one identify subtle stroke symptoms that could otherwise be tragically overlooked. This knowledge isn't just power. It's a potential lifeline for preserving your brain health and independence. Let's begin by understanding why this distinction is so profoundly important. Our bodies naturally change as we age. We might experience occasional fatigue, minor memory lapses, a bit of joint stiffness, or even a fleeting sense of imbalance. These are often normal, albeit sometimes frustrating, parts of getting older. However, stroke symptoms can tragically mimic these age-related changes, leading to dangerous delays in seeking medical attention. Take Alex, a vibrant 68-year-old retired architect from New York. One afternoon while gardening, he felt a sudden, momentary weakness in his left arm and a slight difficulty forming a sentence. He brushed it off, thinking, just a bit tired, probably a touch of arthritis acting up, or maybe I'm just having a senior moment. This common dismissal is precisely where the danger lies. While aging symptoms tend to be gradual, consistent, or easily attributable to a non-urgent cause, stroke symptoms are characterized by their suddenness, their severity, and their presentation as specific neurological deficits. They don't gradually creep in, they strike. Recognizing this abrupt onset is the first critical step. Why is early recognition so paramount? Because of the time as brain concept. Every minute a stroke goes untreated, millions of brain cells die. The window for effective clot-busting treatments is incredibly narrow, often just a few hours from symptom onset. Delaying action, even for an hour, can drastically impact recovery and long-term disability. Understanding this difference isn't just academic, it's literally life-saving. The cornerstone of stroke recognition, widely taught and incredibly effective for the most common stroke presentations, is the FAST test. It's a simple acronym, easy to remember, and designed for quick assessment. Let's break down each component in detail. F stands for face drooping. Ask the person to smile. Does one side of their face droop? Is their smile uneven? A stands for arm weakness. Ask the person to raise both arms. Does one arm drift downward? Do they struggle to lift one arm as high as the other? S stands for speech difficulty. Ask the person to repeat a simple sentence like, "The sky is blue." Do they slur their words? Is their speech strange or garbled? Do they have trouble understanding what you're saying? And finally, T stands for time to call 911. If you observe any of these signs, even if they seem to improve, it's crucial to call emergency services immediately. Do not wait to see if symptoms resolve. Every second counts. Now let's consider some common mistakes people make when applying FAST. One frequent error is attributing a slight tremor or a temporary muscle cramp to arm weakness. Remember, the key is sudden and unexplained weakness or inability to control the limb. Another mistake is dismissing a simple stutter as slurred speech. While stuttering can be a speech impediment, stroke-induced speech difficulty is typically an abrupt change from the person's normal speaking pattern. often sounding garbled or incomprehensible. The FAST test is your first line of defense, a rapid assessment tool that can make all the difference. While FAST is excellent for the most overt signs, strokes can sometimes present with more subtle, atypical, or transient symptoms that might not fit neatly into the FAST criteria. This is where our 2-minute test comes in, a quick expanded assessment designed to catch those less obvious indicators, especially for individuals who might be experiencing milder or mini-stroke (t.i.a) symptoms that resolve quickly but are still critical warnings. Let's break it down into 4 30-second components. First, the balance and coordination check. Ask the person to stand on one leg for a few seconds if they can safely do so. Then ask them to walk in a straight line, heel to toe, for about 5 steps. Observe carefully. Is there any sudden loss of balance, dizziness, or unusual clumsiness that wasn't there before? Advanced tip. Pay attention to any new difficulty with fine motor skills, like buttoning a shirt or picking up small objects. Next, the vision check. Ask the person to rapidly scan a simple object, like a clock face or a newspaper headline, for about 30 seconds. Do they report any sudden blind spots, double vision, or loss of vision in one eye? Advanced tip. Have them cover one eye at a time and compare their field of vision. Third, the sensation and strength check. Ask them to squeeze your fingers with both hands simultaneously. Is one grip noticeably weaker than the other? Then gently touch their left and right arm and left and right leg with a light touch, asking them to identify where they feel it. Are there any areas of sudden numbness, tingling, or a complete loss of sensation on one side of the body? Advanced tip. Compare the perceived intensity of touch between corresponding limbs. Finally, the cognitive and communication check. Ask them to recall 3 simple words you just told them, e.g. table, ocean, green. Then ask them to describe a common object in the room, like a lamp or a chair. Look for any sudden confusion, difficulty finding words, slurred speech, beyond what FAST covers, or trouble understanding simple instructions. This is where Alex's experience becomes relevant again. After learning about these subtle signs, he recalled his senior moment in the garden. It wasn't just tiredness. It was a momentary loss of balance and a struggle to recall the name of a plant. He now understood these were not just aging. Value section. When to suspect a mini-stroke, t.i.a, even if symptoms resolve quickly. t.i.as present with stroke-like symptoms that last only a few minutes to an hour and then disappear. They are crucial warning signs that a full-blown stroke might be imminent. Even if symptoms vanish, emergency medical attention is still required. Knowing the signs is only half the battle. Knowing what to do is the other, equally critical half. If you or someone you're with exhibits any of the FAST signs or the more subtle indicators from our 2-minute test, the absolute immediate action is to call 911 or your local emergency number immediately. I cannot stress this enough. Do not hesitate, do not wait, and do not try to drive the person to the hospital yourself. Emergency responders are equipped to provide critical care en route and alert the hospital, ensuring the stroke team is ready the moment the patient arrives. This pre-notification is vital for minimizing delays in treatment. When you call, be prepared to provide as much information as possible. Clearly describe the symptoms you observed, precisely when they started. This is crucial for treatment options. and any relevant medical history or medications the person is taking. The time is brain concept we discussed earlier cannot be overstated. The window for clot-busting medications like t.i.a. is typically within 4.5 hours of symptom onset, and mechanical thrombectomy, physically removing a clot, can be performed for a slightly longer period in select cases. Every minute saved directly translates to more brain cells preserved and a better chance of recovery. Alex, now fully informed, sat down with his wife, Sarah. They made a solemn pact. If either of them, or their friends, Cora and Tom, ever showed any of these signs, no matter how subtle, they would call 911 without question. This proactive approach, born from Alex's initial dismissal of his symptoms, transformed into a life-saving commitment. Value section, debunking stroke. Myths, what not to do. Do not give the person aspirin, as some strokes are hemorrhagic, bleeding, and aspirin could worsen them. Do not let them go to sleep or rest it off. Do not offer food or drink, as they may have difficulty swallowing. Your only immediate action should be to call emergency services. To recap, distinguishing between the natural signs of aging and the critical symptoms of a stroke is paramount for preserving brain health. We've explored the foundational FAST test, checking for face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty, and the urgency of time to call 911. We then expanded our understanding with the 2-minute test, which includes vital balance and coordination, vision, sensation and strength, and cognitive and communication checks, designed to catch those more subtle or transient warning signs. Remember Alex's journey, initially dismissing his symptoms, but then realizing the profound difference between senior moments and potential stroke indicators. The most crucial takeaway is this: if you suspect a stroke, even for a moment, do not delay. Call 911 immediately. Your swift action can be the difference between a full recovery and severe long-term disability. Equip yourself and your loved ones with this vital knowledge. We hope this video has empowered you with crucial knowledge. If you found this information valuable, please give us a thumbs up, share this video with friends and family who might benefit, and subscribe to CareWise Senior for more essential health insights for your golden years. Your engagement helps us reach more people with life-saving information. And before you go, don't miss our next video. I'm shocked these 9 popular habits raising stroke risk after 50. Click the link on your screen or in the description below to discover how your daily routines might be quietly increasing your stroke risk. Stay informed, stay healthy. Thank you for watching. Your health is your greatest wealth. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.